Okay, so the topic for today is the pyramid of investing. My name is Dr. Miral Azam Khalil. If you guys don't know me, I am a veteran investor. I began investing when I was 15 years old, and this is something that I do out of the love of education. Um, I love teaching you guys. I think this information should be more readily available. I'm not going to talk a lot about myself, but uh, the 21 years of experience that I have is not just for myself. I do consult with privately with clients, and I have over 160 families that have worked with me. So I know a thing or two about investing. You guys are in good hands. Um, this is what I believe in. Financial security is to live with dignity. It's as simple as that. It's not about making more money, making less money. It's about living with dignity, and I feel that this is a right, a human right for every single person. And of course, the disclaimer, all information is for educational purposes, no client relationship is assumed, and no tax advice is given. Perfect, Aisha. I am going to do a poll um, so that you guys, it's a really simple poll so that I know where the audience is. This is something I have never done before. If you guys can please look in the chat, answer the poll so that we can begin our class. Have you invested before or have you not? This helps me determine what level you're at. It helps me determine the content of the classes. It really, really helps me understand um, not to use which terminology to use. Should I use beginner terminology or shouldn't I use beginner terminology? There are, and now the second poll I'm going to ask you is that what is your biggest block? So even if you do invest or if you don't invest, let me know what is the number one thing that is keeping you from investing. Again, this helps me help you get over that block. If I know this information, I'm able to help you guys navigate this so that you guys are not stuck. There is no use of us doing classes if I don't know what is your block, what is this one thing that is keeping you from investing. So as you guys answer this, I'm going to continue. The more honestly you answer, the polls are completely anonymous. I cannot see who answered what, so the more answers you give, the better. Intention and istiada, of course, I begin in the name of Allah. Bismillah Rahmanir Rahim. Rabbi Shahri Sadri wa Yassirli Amri Wahlul Uqdata min Lisani Yafqahu Qawli. I have felt that people don't understand the power of intention, and my intention for you guys is that I pray that anything that is of benefit to you sticks with you, and anything that is harmful to you, that is from my nafs, that comes from me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes you forget it. So this is my dua for you guys. I think we have a duty to serve. The number one question, if you're brand new, is that you would ask yourself, why is somebody doing this for free? I do it for free because I completely believe in self accountability. We are born in this generation in the United States, which is $1 trillion economy. And I think in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will has completely said that we are going to be accountable for everything, every resource, every barakah, everything that we did. And I feel that it is a duty to serve. It is my duty, I feel personally, to bring this information to you because it was through Allah's blessing and grace and mercy that I was able to learn this at a very young age. And I want this information to be as rampant as possible. There will be no gatekeeping because I was lucky enough to be mentored by absolutely generous human beings who helped me succeed. So nobody is a one-man show. I had female, trailblazing female, mentors that helped me become successful in investing and otherwise. And I want to be the same for you. I do not want to keep this information to me. I want you guys to be a witness for me on the day of judgment and tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I tried my level best to help you become better than where you are right now. And so this is a sadqa jariyah for me. I hope you teach this to somebody else and become a sadqa jariyah for yourself or your family. And the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, in light of everything that is happening in Palestine and every country around the world, I want to remind you that if you're awake, the Prophet ﷺ said that if you wake up, you are physically healthy, you are feeling safe, and you have food for the day, you have the whole world. So I just want to recognize that even if you've had a bad day, if these three things are present, the Prophet ﷺ said that you should feel like you own everything in the world. Um, I think that brings things into perspective. And I lay this information so that we can all collectively recognize our um, privilege. And it just brings everything, every difficulty, every test that we are facing into perspective, and you understand that it is a huge privilege. It's a huge privilege to talk about finance, where in some parts of the world, people are literally dying of hunger, of fear, of war, of famine. So we are so blessed to be in this country. As an ummah, it is our duty, I feel, as mothers, to pass this information so that we can collectively become stronger. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes strong Muslim. um, there's no reason for women to remain financially weak or financially behind. There is a lot of information out there, and because we are secure in our health, in our body, we are alive, we are able to work. You and I should be working to leave this a better place, leave our families in a better situation, especially if you are based in the United States. It's $1 trillion economy, and it is for you to grab. Okay, if somebody new has joined, Harim and Rahmat, if you guys can hear me, um, please put a yes in the chat box. If not, and answer the polls. Please answer the polls in the chat. There are two polls. I hope you can see them. Please answer them. It helps me. Okay, let's begin. So I want you guys to write down. So this is not a class where I'm just going to teach you stuff and say bye-bye. Okay, we are going to not mindlessly consume material. We are going to accumulate, and we're going to take action. So I want everybody to participate. I want you guys to write an intention so that we can focus on our goal. I was in my mentoring class on Thursday, and my business mentor told me that if you write an intention down, it is 75% more likely that you're going to achieve your goal. If you are scared or if you are shy of publicly sharing your goal, please do me a favor and share it in a private chat with me. Or if you even don't want to do that, please write it down yourself. I do not want you to mindlessly consume this and just think of it as another interesting video or an interesting information piece that you just heard. I want this to be applicable to our lives. So if anybody's feeling brave, write down your intentions. And I promise you, it's 70. I told you of my intentions, I gave you my background. So this is a safe place so that we can make your dreams, your financial goals come true. Tazeen, if you can hear me, sorry, Tehmina, you just joined. If you can hear me, please put a yes in the chat box, and please answer the polls. Also shared in the chat box. Um, so this is the roadmap of the class today. Nobody has shared their intentions. Come on, guys. There has to be somebody who is brave. Um, Perfect, Rahmat. Thank you so much for joining and for writing down, Aisha. Come on, guys, please. Share this information with each other. This is completely. We are here for financial literacy, and uh, remember, the more invested you are, the more you're going to gain out of it. Um, so the roadmap of today's class is I sent an email showing a pyramid of investing, and it had a lot of stuff in it. I'm going to simplify it for you, and I'm going to tell you what is the pyramid of investing, why is it used, and how you can simplify and apply it to your situation. It's very simple. I like to give this GPS of where we are going so that you guys can, you're able to tag along. Anywhere, if you find anything confusing or too difficult, please go ahead and let me know, and I will revise my statement. I am not perfect, but I promise you I will try my best to get my message across. Perfect, Tazeen and Harim. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing, Farida. This is what makes it a good financial. This is what is going to make you guys actually get it, inshallah. Okay, so this is the pyramid of investing, the financial pyramid that I sent. Um, Perfect, Amber. So it's normally used. You can literally Google it, and it has so many variations. This is the one that I really liked. I don't like the ones that show just the investment account names, because it doesn't make sense, right? To a beginner investor, I don't know what is 401k, what is an IRA, and it's scary. I If you tell me 15 years ago, when I was 16 years ago, no, 21 years ago, sorry, I'm 36. If you would have told me definitions of 401k, or you would have given me a definition of an IRA, I would have run away. I started with a gold coin. I started with something really, really simple. And that is the key reason of why I'm successful. Simplicity, starting small, not fussing about knowing everything is the reason why I was able to take baby steps and make all the progress that I made. So please understand that baby steps are fine. And let me show you what a beginner looks like. So I went into a woodworking class today, and I promise you this is relevant. Okay, this is not just for the heck of it. I take days to prepare my presentation for you guys. I went to a woodworking class. I mean, does this look like a spoon to you guys? I worked on it for the first time today. It's looking somewhat of a spoon, but it's really not what a spoon looks like, right? It's not refined. It's really, really rough. This was my first time working with an axe, which I'm really scared of because of all the horror movies that I've seen, people killing each other with axes. But this is what beginner work looks like. It's messy. Look at it's not refined. If I give you a close up, it's not a job well done, but it looks something like a spoon, right? So when you begin investing, it will be messy, guys. It will not be perfect, but if you begin like me and if you don't listen to other people, you're going to be just fine. And so I'm not going to give you any technical jargon. I'm going to simplify this for you. You don't need to like math. I failed fourth grade maths. Just for your information, I had dyscalculia. It's a disorder, and it was not diagnosed. I failed fourth grade maths, and when I failed it, I clearly remember my parents were super disappointed. Um, they wrote me off as a person who will never succeed. So I'm here to tell you that even if you have failed fourth grade math, you can still retire as a millionaire. Okay, and so can your kids. Um, so why is the financial pyramid used? Let's go back. What is the pyramid of investing? As I told you, this is the pyramid of investing. This is the one that I like. The first one is managing your money. The second branch is building your safety net, which is investing for a rainy day fund. Managing your money simply means making a budget, period. There's no fancy terminology to it. You make a budget. This is how much money do I that I get every month. This is how much these are my bills. This is my debt, credit card or whatever that comes in bills, right? This is how much I have in my emergency fund, or these are my savings, and this is how much I have to invest. Now here I'm going to poll you guys again. Did you guys know that you can begin investing with spare change? And what do I mean with spare change? $5, $10. If you guys have $5 or $10 every single month, you can invest. So let's do a poll and see um, if you guys know this truth, or do you think that you need a lot of money to invest. Again, please go in the chat and poll for me. Let me know if you guys knew it, and we can talk more about it. Okay, so building your safety net. Why did I poll you guys on this? Again, this is strategically planned. A lot of people have this misconception that you need to pay off every single debt before you can start investing. This is the number one reason people have no retirement income, because they are told that until and unless your mortgage is paid, your car is paid, your how your kids college is paid, I don't know, whatever is paid, you cannot invest. And this is the lie which is circulating, and this is why a lot of people are out of investing or remain on the sidelines. The second lie that is circulating is, or a misconception, that you need a lot of money to invest. You don't need a lot of money to invest, guys. um, so we have a few answers. People, please, guys, go ahead and poll. um, Take interest, please go ahead and let me know if there's any difficulty so that we can answer your questions as much as possible. So first is managing your money, second is building your safety net, the third is accumulating wealth, the fourth is preserving wealth, and the fifth is leaving a legacy. Now, what the pyramid of investing doesn't show you is that everything is overlapping. You can, when you create a budget, or if somebody is working with me, I create a budget for them in which they are managing their money. We create a budget, building a safety net. They are in putting some part of their budget into an emergency fund if they don't have it already. They are investing, they are paying their bills, and they're doing all of this simultaneously. The reason why this is a pyramid is that they want you to, this is in the order of importance. This is not that you're gonna make a budget first, then you're gonna then you're gonna build an emergency fund. It's not step by step. It looks at step by step, it's not. It's in the order of importance. The important part is the biggest, the base of the pyramid is how important it is to budget. Then comes how important it is to build an emergency fund. So don't think that you have to take these steps. We can do all of this side by side, but in the beginning, budgeting is the most important step, and then the second most important step is to make to fund your emergency fund. So these are in order of importance. These are not typically, first I'm gonna make a budget and then next year I'm gonna build a safety net. No, we're gonna do this simultaneously. I hope this makes sense. um, in leaving a legacy, I'm gonna go on to mine and let's see what. So why is it used? There are many reasons investors use the pyramid. It makes most financial sense. Obviously, you need a budget to begin investing or paying your bill. You need a budget to do anything in life, period. I was somebody who did not have a budget for a very long time, even though I'm an investor, and I really shot myself in the foot by not having a budget. I had no budget. I used to blow through my money. The only thing I was doing right was investing. My husband did all the emergency fund. I had zero emergency fund. So I began budgeting, I think, more than 10 years ago. But before that, even though I've been investing for 21 years, I thought that I don't need a budget. I just do not need a budget. I will buy everything and anything I want. And I used to satisfy myself that I'm investing. That is not good enough, guys. You need a budget because it's extremely important for you guys to have some kind of savings, some kind of liquid cash for an emergency. It helps you tackle tasks in the order of importance. I just showed it to you. It's not like we're going to do it step by step. The base of the pyramid, the biggest is the budget. It's just showing importance. It's not showing that you cannot do it simultaneously. It keeps you on track of your financial goals. So not everybody has the same goal. um, let me see who's here. Miral has a different goal. Amber has a different goal. Aisha has a different goal. Farida has a different goal. Hafza has a different goal. Harim has a different goal. Rahamat has a different goal. Tazeen has a different goal. And Tahmina has a different goal. We have different life circumstances. We have different goals. So when we use this financial pyramid as I am going to show you, you do not need all of this. This is where people get overwhelmed, confused, and then they don't do anything. They give up. They're like, this is not for me. This is too difficult. These are too many things, too many moving parts. So I did something. This is my simple pyramid of investing. This is what you guys are going to learn. If you guys stick with me, if you guys um, choose to work with me, or if you guys even come to these free financial lessons, This is the pyramid of investing I choose to implement because it's really simple, it's actionable, and it's look at the difference. It's not all of these things. It's easy. The first thing you have to do is, literally make a budget. What are your bills or your debt, and save for a rainy day fund. This is the budget we're going to make. Once we have a budget, the remaining amount we are going to invest. It doesn't need to be a lot of money. I'm actually going to put a YouTube video of, let me do it right now. So there is a class that I did um, of investing with spare change. It was very well received. And so for people who think investing is impossible, um, with spare change, I highly recommend you guys go into and watch it. If you
Today's
do not
topic
want to
is
watch it, if you
pyramid.
guys are like me, you guys can watch the shorts that I create for you. um, should I paste it right now? Is it going to distract you? I think yes, so I'm not going to paste it right now. Somebody has to remind me at the end of the class that I have to paste that YouTube video. I'm not going to do it right now because everybody's going to jump onto YouTube and you guys are going to stop paying attention to me. um, so somebody takes responsibility to remind me, okay guys? So we are going to invest, and then the last part is zakat, charity, and wealth preservation. These are literally the three simple steps. If you take these steps, it's going to be as easy as ABC. These are the steps we're going to take. And so which slide are we on? How do we do this? There are many ways to do this, guys, but I have a master class coming on November 10th, 11th, and 12th. It's a weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That is the only master class I am going to hold this year. We're going to have a PDF sheet that is going to clarify your financial goals, your debts, your savings, if you have dependents, and if you want to invest for them. If you provide for extended family, like Amber said she wants to provide for her parents, which account should you invest in? Remember, not every account is for everybody, and there are many of them. And what exact Sharia compliant investments will work for you? Remember, I told you everybody has a different financial goals, and it works for everybody, even if you're unemployed. If you have $10, so I have a question for you guys, even before we get into the master class. Do you think you can spare $10? And I think I've done this with Farida. So anybody who's done this before, feel free not to answer this. But if you are new, or if you want to if you want to recommit to your financial literacy, please let me know. If you guys have $10 to invest every single month, I want you to put a yes in the chat so that we can, move on, because it's possible. And I'll share the YouTube video of how to do it, and you can go ahead and watch it. But do you think $10 is something you can manage every single month? It's a low risk investment, right? um, you wouldn't care to put $10 aside and forget about it. If you can do this, please put a yes in the chat box. So it doesn't matter if you're unemployed. For a large portion of my medical career, I was breastfeeding my kids and I was not earning. So that meant that I had to make do with whatever investment income I had coming. So I invested with the investment income. So you do not need to have a lot of money. Um, and so, yes, everybody said yes. So these are the 7 things that I am going to do step by step with you. And I'm going to give you a PDF sheet that I use with my paying clients. What it helps you to do is, let's go back to the pyramid. We are going to put all of this information: financial goals, debt, savings, dependents, extended families, to for us to choose the tax efficient accounts, which accounts you should invest in, Sharia compliant investments, and we are going to put these all in this pyramid. It's a 1 hour class. I want you guys to check it out. um, Let me put the link. And this is what you want to avoid. A lot of people do not want or don't understand that if you make a hodgepodge plan, like if you pick my plan and Hareem's plan and Wafa's plan and something from YouTube, something from Google, you're not going to end up with a plan that is going to work for you. I have people who come to me who have wasted a lot of money and more than that, a lot of time hodgepodging a plan, and they are still nowhere. If you want to avoid expensive beginner mistakes, I have seen everything under the sun. One of the biggest mistake I can tell you that my husband made was he had hundreds of thousands of dollars when we got married because he has been working since he's 20. So he's one of those people, these people who keep penny pinching. He had a huge amount of money in a checkings account, here and there, hodgepodge. The man never invested a dime. When I got married to him, I was so shocked because I came from a less wealthy family, but I we had an investing culture. So I was like, you have absolutely no asset to your name. And he was like, I don't know where to begin. I'm scared I'm gonna lose all my money. All the things that come to him. This is him as a man. He was self-employed for the longest time, did not have a 401k, did not have an IRA, did not have any real estate to his name. And I went ahead and did all the investing. But I told him this one thing. I was like, if you had bothered to take financial advice from somebody, you would have retired by now. He would have retired in his 30s, to be exact, with millions of dollars. So it is not about how much money you have, it is about how long you have been investing. Consistently investing is the key, guys. When I share my class with you, sorry, the YouTube class, you are going to see a side by side comparison of, I go step by step of how I had a grandmother come to me and she had $10, and we started investing that $10 every single month. And I showed her that within one generation of her and her granddaughter of whom she was investing, her granddaughter is on track to retire as a millionaire with $10. If you watch that YouTube video, there's a side by side comparison. There's like, it shows you every single step of it. So it's not like magic. It will literally show you how she began and how it's going to continue. And by the time her granddaughter is retiring, she will be a millionaire. So when people tell me they don't have enough money, I think they do not have the awareness that they are able to retire with $10. So, and again, this is the biggest mistake people do. They don't invest. They're like, this is over the top, this is on top of my head. There's it's too much information. I need a degree. I need to know every single thing in the finance world. This is a misconception, and I want you guys to not uh, be a victim of this cycle. Don't be like my husband. Don't be like him. It's a huge financial mistake, and it puts a huge burden. He could have retired in his 30s. Now he's in his 40s. He's still on track to retire early, but I mean, it could have saved him a decade. I'm just gonna tell you that. Invest in a tax efficient manner, guys. We are not investing to pay a huge tax bill to the IRS with penalties, right? A lot of people put their money in retirement accounts. They have absolutely no idea if though they are eligible to put money, if they can contribute, because there's like an income limit to IRA accounts, the retirement accounts. There is self-employed 401k. There are so many things that people are not aware of, and they are listening to some random person, and they just pick up advice from here and there. And when they end up with me, they have a huge tax bill. I work with an accountant and I pay him every single year. Can you believe it? I just don't pay him to do my taxes. I pay him every single year to educate me on all the tax breaks that he has given me so that I can give the same information to you guys. So I pay him to educate me. Um, and I give this to my clients further because I feel that if you're not investing in a tax efficient way, you end up with way less money in another 10-20 years than you could have ended up with. So these are the mistakes beginners do. And it's obviously because we're not accountants, we cannot be every single thing. It's quite common. But again, investing for 21 years, making all the expensive mistakes for you, avoid these, avoid them like the plague. And so let me share the link for you. The masterclass is paid, it's $47, and we are going to do all of these things. I've shared the link with you guys. Please go ahead and see if it is applicable to you. um, give yourself a chance. Look through it. It's a worthy investment to make. um, for $47, if you can avoid all these mistakes and all the headache of going and hodgepodging your plan, I think it's worth it, right? It's just held once a year, and I think it's really worth it. It's worth looking. um, and I want to make a note here. Please understand that this master class, even though it's paid, I have a Sunday financial class that is for free. It is always going to remain for free. It's something that I do because I love to do it. So share this resource with people. The master class is once in a year thing that I do, and it's for people who really want a head start. This is for people who don't want to wait another year, who don't have time to attend every single class, and who don't want to do it on their own. So yeah, so can you guys see the link to the masterclass? And if you cannot, please type it in the chat box. I don't know, I don't see it myself, so I don't know where did it go. It says it's shared, but I can't see it. Anyway, this class is going to be free, guys, so please feel free to, have other people join it, have other people, take advantage of this resource. um okay, perfect, you see it. I don't know where it is. um I honestly don't know where it went. Oh, what a good instructor I am. Anyway, so please go ahead. I would highly recommend that you guys join this class so that you guys can get a head start. um and you will have a financial plan. It's 3 days. You have 3 days to choose from. You can come one day or you can come all 3 days, guys, and master the master class. You can come on Friday, you can come on Saturday, you can come on Sunday. So you have 3 different days to join me live, ask questions, and it's impossible. And my guarantee is that you're going to walk away with a financial plan in 2023, avoiding the mistakes and being confident instead of just thinking inshallah I will do this one day. I promise you that day will never come. Everybody who has joined me at a later time, they have always told me, including my husband, because husbands are really hard to convince, that I wish I would have done this earlier. I wish I would have taken the time, had confidence in myself that it's not a lot of money to invest in. So, why not do it? Why should I wait for 2024? Why should I keep delaying something that I know is important? um, Again, I don't want you to not join just because you have no confidence. It's going to be pretty simple. If you have any questions or concerns, please direct message me on Muslim Women Invest. It's my Instagram handle. Let me see if I can share it. I cannot. So I'm just going to type it at Muslim Women Invest. I am more active on Instagram because I share my daily investing tips. I share how I'm investing. I share the stocks that I'm following there. So it's a really good way to connect with me. Ask me any questions about the masterclass or this class. Send people my way if you think this is useful. Um, and generally just join so that you can, develop a taste for investing. Um, I have people who are non-Muslims who follow me because a lot of people, tell me that they are aligned with Islamic finance because Islamic finance is socially responsible. And so they follow me too. That it's unbelievable how universal this is in women. So don't think of yourself, okay, yeah, Farida, this is the YouTube video of how to invest. Thank you, Farida. Guys, come on. This is the YouTube video. You can share it. And you can also, if you are not on Instagram, YouTube is a great way. I upload shorts and videos there. Also, we upload these replays. So yeah, go ahead and watch this. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, last class I promised you guys that I am going to send you a Loom video of Saturna Capital and Amana funds. If you're not familiar with it, please don't bother about it. but I'm gonna do that. I'm waiting on some of my clients who invest in that particular fund, and so I want to give you a full review. I don't want to do multiple videos. I'm waiting for them to review it for me. So if you guys are interested, again, follow me on Muslim Women Invest, and I can send you that link as well, because I don't think anybody from this class except for Farida was in the last class. So um if you guys are interested, and if you guys give me a follow or give direct message me, I can share that um video with you guys as well. Any questions, guys? Any concerns? Okay, Aisha, yeah, please. Assalamualaikum, Naveen. Did you just come in, Naveen? If you did, can you answer the polls? If you just came in, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna share the replay with you, Naveen. If you can, this is the handle. I don't know if you see it. It's at Muslim Women Invest. If you send me, if you follow me, I can send you a replay video. Or if you direct message me, I can send you a replay video. Farida, that's the question I was gonna answer. The Saturna funds, the Amana funds are S&P 500 stocks. Um, I do not give stock information out like this because it's illegal. How is it illegal? The SEC, which controls the stock exchange, sued influencers for giving out this information without having a legal agreement. I cannot share this information with you guys until and unless we have a client agreement. Let me tell you why. If I tell you a stock is good, and if you buy it, and if I have a share, if I am holding a share in that company, the stock price rises. This is artificial manipulation, and it is not allowed until and unless we have a client arrangement, and I am giving you, we have a legal arrangement in which I have to give you um, financial advice, and I can tell you of these particular stocks. So that is why I share on my Instagram the things I'm doing. But answering this particular question is going to put me at a risk because this is direct financial advice. Following on Instagram is better so that you see what I'm doing. I give you an overview of what I look into stocks, and it's not direct financial advice. So it just saves me legal trouble. Does that make sense, guys? Otherwise, I'm artificially manipulating the company's stock. You guys buy it, the stock prices rise. We don't have a client agreement. Um, it's not. It can land me into a hot water with SEC. Um, Okay, Naveen, I also shared my questions is tips you share for in Canada. Naveen, they are good in Canada too. I have a friend, Maida, who lives in Canada. I have another friend, Nabiha, who lives in Canada. Both of them are not only my friends, they're also my clients, and they follow me for financial. They are my clients for the past 2-3 years, and I have been giving them financial advice. The problem with being Canadian is that there are some parts of the financial advice according to US stocks that might not be applicable. But here's the thing, every company, the big companies that you can invest in, like Apple or some big names like Tesla, these are in, you can be in the United States, you can be in UK, you can be in Australia. They are available worldwide, so I try to make it as universal as possible. If you were to ask me at Muslim Women Invest, Farida. Yeah, if you were to ask me to tell you which farmland to invest in Canada, I can't do that because I invest in United States farmland. That's another thing, guys. If you join the masterclass, there's this huge bonus of, I can tell you of things that you can invest in. So it's I think it's really worth the investment. You guys should look into it. Look into joining me for the masterclass. I'm going to make it worth your while. um, okay, guys, any questions or concerns? We are highly over time. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday evening with me. I will, once I have the client's answer for the Amana funds, I am going to send you guys an email, so that it's like a one video, or, doing a pros and cons of investing with Saturna Capital, and I don't have to do it again and again.